Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Carolyn. This is going to be a get ready with me, and I'm going to be primarily using Project Pan products that I have been neglecting because I've been trying out the new To Me makeup that was from my friend Amy. So I'm going to be getting back into using my Project Pan items. So if that sounds interesting to you, then just keep on watching. I figured that I would use the ColourPop Star Wars palette because I plan on posting this on Star Wars Day, so I felt like this is appropriate to use today. I wanted to do my eyeshadow first just because I'm not sure if these have a fallout or not. It's been a while since I've used this palette, but I think there is some fallout, so I'm gonna be doing my eyes first. But before I do my eyeshadow, I'm gonna prime my face just so it has time to settle. This MAC Prep and Prime, this mini, isn't in a project, but I'm really close to being done. So I wanted to use this because it's almost empty. Probably have like 1 or 2 more uses. So I'm gonna just put this on the perimeter of my face, and then I have this Milk Blur stick. It's like a pore filling stick primer that I use in where I have larger pores. And the Milk one is in a Project Pan, so that's why I'll be using that one as well. And this, I just rub it directly on my skin. I'm gonna start off with priming my eyes with the Danessa Myricks Groundwork palette, the shade here, and then I'm gonna set it with the powder side. I think when I run out of this shade, I'm gonna get a MAC paint pot. Well, when I use up my other primers, my other eyeshadow primers, I'm gonna get a MAC paint pot. Like Painterly, or what's the other one? I don't remember. But they have a couple skin tone ones. Is it like soft ochre or something? But I've heard those are pretty good, so I want to try one of those. And I think they're supposed to last a while, like they take a while to go through, so that's good because eyeshadow primer is something I use literally every time I do my makeup, so it'd be nice to not have an expensive primer that I go through fast. So I'm going to dip into the shade Rebellion. Use a small brush, put it in my outer corner. So far I'm not really having fallout, so that's good. But for me, it's always better to be safe than sorry, and I don't want to mess up my base makeup with eyeshadow fallout. I hate that, so that's why I used to always do my eyeshadow first, but lately I've been doing my base makeup first. I like to do that when I can, when I know the formulas don't have fallout, because it tends to be faster doing my base makeup, so I don't have to like maneuver around my eyes. I don't know, both ways work for me for different reasons. I'm going to use the Starfighter shade and kind of apply that to my crease and blend out the blue a little bit, just very lightly. I'm going to use my NYX glitter primer. I'm going to use Hyperdrive. I'm going to go back into Starfighter just to kind of clean up and blend the shimmer in a little bit better. Okay, I'm gonna use one of the Super Shock shadows in here. Do I want to do Space Pirate or Outer Rim? I'll go with Space Pilot because this is a Super Shock. I'm gonna use my fingers. So that makes a pretty topper. Added a bit more sparkle. I'm gonna use the shade for my eyeliner. like an angled eyeliner brush. I'm going to tightline the NYX Vivid Rich mechanical eyeliner. And I will be layering these two mascaras, the L'Oreal Telescopic and the Maybelline Colossal. I'm just gonna use my pinky for this white shade. This is a Super Shock. Put it in my inner corner. So foundation, I'm going to be using my Purito BB cream. This is a 13 neutral ivory, but I feel like it's too warm for me, so I always mix it with the Anastasia, the ABH foundation in 100N, and this one is actually neutral, and it's, as you can see, it's almost gone, so I want to finish that up. I've recently been dipping my brush into the foundation and applying it that way instead of using my fingers to apply it and spreading it out, because the makeup artist Katie Jane Hughes said that that's the best way to apply foundation, but I prefer just applying it with my fingers and then blending it out. I just find that it dirties up my foundation brush a lot faster. Like, I can only use it one time before I really need to wash it, and I wash my brushes once a week, and I don't have enough brushes to use a different foundation brush every day, every time. So I prefer doing it this way because I can just wipe off the excess foundation and can use it a couple more times before I need to wash it. And when I just dip it into the brush and use the brush to rub it in, it just really saturates the brush with foundation, and I just don't like it. Okay, I don't have a concealer and a project pan, but I'm going to be using the First Aid Beauty Bendy Avocado Concealer. Oh, I forgot to put earrings in today. Oh well. For my cream bronzer, I'm going to be using these two shades from the Danessa My Works Groundwork palette, because this is really warm toned and this is really cool toned together. They make a good bronzer shade for me. And then I just apply it like this and I'll blend it out. I don't like to go on my jawline because every time I do that, it just looks like I picked the wrong foundation shade. It just doesn't look right. So I just stick to my forehead and cheeks. For my cream blush, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty cream blush in Summertime Wine. It's kind of a berry color. This is in my project pan, just a hit pan. Okay, the blush got a little bit out of hand, so I'm gonna take the brush that I use for foundation and kind of like clean it up a little bit. I didn't add any new foundation to the brush, but there is still enough in there to kind of clean it up. Okay, for highlight, I'm gonna use the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Ice Dream. I know it's a Super Shock Shadow, but it makes a really good highlight. I felt like it would go well with this look. Okay, I'm going to set everything now. I will start with setting my under eyes. Now the rest of my face. I like to set my whole face because I can't stand if my face feels sticky in any areas. Okay, I'm going to do my eyebrows now, using my ABH Dip Brow Pomade. This isn't in a project pan, but I've used a lot of this. I use it almost every day. I just don't use it on days when I don't wear makeup. But every time I do my makeup, I would use this. And I'm going to be using this NYX Thicket Stick It Brow Gel. It's in the shade Espresso, but I use it because it's a brow gel and it helps hold the hairs in place. When I use up my colored brow gels, which I have two, I want to get a clear brow gel. I am going to add powder bronzer. I always like to layer my cream and powder products. I'll be using this one. This isn't, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I rolled this into my last project, a pan update. But anyway, this is the bronzer I want to focus on finishing, so I'll be using this one. And it's from AOA Studios, and it's in the shade Frappe, I think. The packaging broke, so I depotted it and put it into this little empty magnetic palette. Okay, so I know this isn't a powder product, but the Super Shock blushes, or the Super Shock Teaks from ColourPop are creamed powder. So I will be using this to layer for my blush. And this one is in a project pan to finish. Packaging is broken and I just really want to get this used up. And it actually works pretty well with the Summertime Wine blush from Fenty. Doesn't really change that color too much from what I can tell. I don't have like a berry powder blush, so I don't know. But I do want to use this every chance I can, every chance I get, because I just want this to be an empty. I'm going to use the Ice Cream Shake Super Shock Shadow again, because it is a creamed powder as well. And I just like to layer my products because it just makes them last so much longer, like my blush and bronzer and highlighter. Like, if I layer them, they're still there by the end of the day. If I don't, they're gone. So. Okay, I'm almost done. I'm just going to add shadow to the lower lash line just to kind of balance this eyeshadow look out. It's something I pretty much always do. So I'm gonna go in with the blue shade that I used, Rebellion, and put that on my lower lash line. And I'm gonna blend it out with Starfighter. So I basically always use like the deepest shade and then blend it out with whatever shade I used in the crease. Okay. And for lips, I'll go ahead and line my lips with Nude Beige from NYX, since this is in my project pan. I feel like I'm really not the best at lining my lips, but I think maybe it's because I always have a lip balm on, like I put a lip balm on before I start doing my makeup. And I don't know how well this is gonna go, but this is in my project pan. This is the e.l.f. Sheer Slick, what is this? Yeah, Sheer Slick and Black Cherry. Okay, I think that works. And then I'm gonna use the NYX Mist Call Fat Oil. I'm gonna cover, this one actually does have progress. I've been using it, so I won't spoil it. The other products I really hadn't been using because I was using the makeup from Amy. Okay. So this is the finished look. I like how it came out. I don't know, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.